Asam na nyesa ye nso mo bia o. Yen kasa ye ni mo bia. I love that part of the song. Nyesa ye nso mo bia o. Ye ni mo bia. Aje wonko a. Ebusuya morning o. Adepa bi achien. Ene eye brother 24th of May 2022. Arape yedase say yehu donti weje fidie ne dia to Peace 104.3 FM. Jumedia Peace FM ya to din working time. And anape so Kofi kum edru me so amede besum obiom. Na etisai utumi back room. Ana efe na wonam kwan so a wo bakrom. Yes, you need some money o. Je insuo no kire se wa hye de nsambone pa se wo frika so na wo ba due na kaneshi kwan no oduru bebi a untumi nhunu se ye to bomb e wo ho se den yo e kwan no ebubo se biscuit kaneshi kwan no graphic road die na wo biya nkomma e wo graphic road ne so na surprisingly enough no weather no enimu ada ho fan menim baby awo a wo timenka but me kase free Abeka Junction eye Peace FM ship house no mu chese weather no ebie otumi hunu se ewia na ebebo ewie mu da ho fan asa hwe currency ye se wotumi ba ya mo afi na wonam kwan so a yo bedura sumdwe mu wentumi ama enya hwe na se ne kromu aye no traffic oh nedie Beba choshi ya wo modern Ghana inti se bia abrebia wonim se 25th May eye holiday a mepa cho sorry ochina enye holiday se we adwuma baby a o boss no na sam ye den kakra na we feel so ochina ye holiday inti wo medwuma ochina Ghana bakosemu no de nka 25th May eye AU day tinka na ye holiday na adodan kwa kufu ado ne modern Ghana ne modie Debbie ochina enye holiday nti we me sheda pa dia todwa ochina enye holiday o ayo Endra na we de tu dwa se wo baba eye Liza Mandi Ufuri Oku School Gateway School Complex ewa Kaswa na wankasa eye ne papa no owo US within ede Daniel Fori into Daniel Fori owo US so we she ne baba Liza Mandi Ufuri our Gateway School Complex Kaswa we she na happy birthday sa so na Endra what the message way efree Asante Ifiduase osi within ede Grace Techiwa Grace yada sesada pebia wo hwe dwumedie wo wo Asante Ifiduase ndra na ye wawoda happy birthday to you anape michia mame Korea a kanena nka wo Atinka TV wo ndra wo mamenya ntie se abrebia wotie program we nti mame Korea na pe michia o madamfo Jimmy Quest a owo City FM ene na woda happy birthday to you Mrs. Ama Anochiwa Youngson, CEO of Royal Chapter Property Group Limited. Mrs. Ama Anochiwa Youngson, CEO, Royal Chapter Property Group Limited. Ene eyewa woda happy birthday to you. Wei Ifriwukunu, ACP Dr. Youngson, Ghana Police Service. One woma eni adwumayefo nyina wo Royal Chapter Property Group Limited omo se omo emao happy birthday station manager Goil Fuel Station and what Tantra Mr. Becca and I pay Michia when we adwumayefo nyina Old Soldier W Sister Millicent ni adwumayefo nyina mo Goil Fuel Station and I pay Michia mu nyina Endra na eye mame Reverend Rita Crunchy Ankra belated happy birthday Saso ana yenuaba na Soli Starter Park ya Endra na eye na Soli starter pack and a year bema DJ Bosco of Despite Media and na ye wawoda. Happy birthday to you guys all. Ebusia ebeda sibium say ye hu donti weje fidie ne dia to peace 104.3 FM. Dwumedia ya to din working time ana Kofi kum meguso amede somo edu ba ko abo apem pepe na sania Peace FM ana pebia free adwada de kope me fiada ye tae no edwumeku akese miensa eso yase ema Kofi kum me no wa che brief message inde brother anapei. Si ye deg me kuwa kese miensa yase ya ne ye de sha ase eye high sense sisi ya de abasobode efa no home appliances nyina Ghana for nsuo nsa yekukuru ni nyina de ama high sense edin kan no abasobode high sense yekuta eye the electronic brand of the year. If you're looking for the best electronic brand, say ban home appliances are a high sense. Say ope the best electronic product. Ope the best electronic product and also a high sense. Intana pay uti yemi na de kudinti a wo be krom no. A home appliances to say be a fridge, air conditioner, TV, gas cooker. Meni baby a wo free ba. But Andra high sense ye bie ye new showroom ewa Dansoman. Eye Dansoman Sahara. Yeni Emmanuel Presby ene di enhwenim nti we de Dansoma sorry down home matai kufo na ade nyina high sense ye be bie new showroom enoma ye de aba ho no enye children nye easy kra into good news and say high sense ye bie ye new showroom ewa Dansoman Sahara yeni Emmanuel Presby ene edi enhwenim edwumeku atoso mienu a ye do mo ase na me de message abra yes kakrabia. Best Point Savings and Loans. Best Point Savings and Loans. We say your dream is our business. And ejumekwa toso miensa na pay me day. Umadaruma me de message bro best assurance. Insurance ejumekwa best assurance. Best assurance. We say your protection is always assured. Ebreko na Andrea Mr. T series B. And I promised you said this series is going to bless you tremendously, irrespective of your age. Safe na wosha braboasia embre bebre da wenim ni amebe kan se wunya no suehunu entemu ebetumi aboa. And a lot of yeni efi kakra no, you identify with some of these things, and the best part of it will be tomorrow. If you are still dealing with any of these things, how best to deal with it. And now Mr. T series be about today setback. And remember recap lengthy one be a says setback. Setback is an event that delays progress, in some cases even reverses some of the progress that you've made. Yeah. So we be a juma ka person ka kwenim na afeno na den etiba echire. Now the earlier you understand, say, setback, when a part of life. Say we Christoni, say we kwa sorry, say we jinya midi, say we papo, say we bonio. Setback is part of life. In Krenibeke say, moko heje me. Setbacks a part of life. But the good news, and they say, if only you trust God, God will always turn your setbacks into comebacks. Nandra Mekas will be the setbacks in life. Almost everybody can identify with one of his setbacks. Joseph. Intina me man intro ne say setback a part of life. Oshe Joseph na bra bomua. Ye ka wo mo a na nka wo mo hu ni asam kra wo Bible no mu a na ye Joseph. But Joseph suffered back-to-back 7 major setbacks. And then I'll quickly run us by the 7 major setbacks. No, now so we are very attentive in our chora from 1 to 7. Before me do 7, no, me pese me identify one of those 7 setbacks na aye wo personal experience. Into we be by the time I maybe you know Facebook, I'll bet to me actually say setback number 1 and now setback number 2 because I'll run through all the 7 of them quickly. Setbacks are where we are seeing well. We have health setbacks. I mean, starting Joseph, the 7 setbacks, no, but like a pilot, I'm just taxiing a little bit on the runway before takeoff. I just want to give you a broad idea. Let me say setbacks, no, a part of life. Apomudin, apomudin setback. Share Bible more Hezekiah. Yari bi bebo no a ono kra de ese ka che na sen ka waye den wo ko. Nanso that setback with God, it became, or he came back. There was a comeback. So what show abra bomu ya obi eni wa fititama ya wo no ne ho ejina ne ho so a kosi ne kokra na se ne mre wa bomu. So you should know that it's part of life. We have health setbacks. We have financial setbacks. That one I will not dwell long over there. See, you can't even business setback. Bible Peter said to Christ, we fished all night and caught nothing. But Jesus was able to turn around and then give them a comeback. We have relational setbacks. Relational setbacks, no, person may use obia example, but we share Bible more. Jacob neire Rahel. Neba ne say menya me kunu a mebe ware na ade atin ya yese wa ware me nua ba. Relational setbacks edoso. Na koso wa ware mu na wo mo ntia ware ase no say relational setback ne ba. Omo say we are going for divorce. Masa aware ye di be 25 years. Ebi wa na emu 6 years na enko ye kra eno ne ye kana say a relational setback. With God there is always a comeback. We have career setbacks. We have emotional setbacks. Obi eniwa oni di abrebia ne neni age. Ye mema kra to me shede musu. Ana ye besu kra kwahye baaf mu. Ne ebu nsu eguye so. Tibe pie no na bibia ye. Like I said earlier on, I really quickly want to run you through Joseph setbacks 7 unya wa Bible no. I want to run you by it. Na niawo you are because me can Joseph ne setbacks no. Me say 3 but be a me duru ha me point say me die ne. Joseph yawo no ne first setback onya ene say Joseph was growing up in a home where he was ignored and mistreated by his siblings. Do you identify with that? Bible has even said in Matthew 10:36, a man's enemies will be members of his own household. What can Genesis 37 or say? They hated Joseph and they would not even speak to him or acknowledging him. And when he spoke about his dream, they hated him the more. This is a setback. Some of us growing up, I don't know if you had this setback. Say, if ye ne wa wonu no mono, ne wo bia ne wonka. Nka bontini pomfanya we. Joseph, onua ne nua no mono, no mo ne nka. Maybe when you were growing up, or even as you are growing up as I speak right now, you are pushed around, you are put down, you are ignored, you are teased, maybe you are even hated, or you feel even inferior to your siblings. Every setback, like I said yesterday, is a stepping stone if you rely on God. If you have this kind of setback, ebi anyankopon pese wo hunu eyawo a ebi mu efemu obehu so obi wo ho a one ne nuanom ote. But isa wo hwe yie pa se obi wo ho a wote wo no ani fie nso ye tan nani a obenya badae no aboa ni pakro no. God never wastes a hurt. Oyawo bi a obefemu bia no enye kwa. That was the first setback for Joseph. He grew up in a family where nobody liked him except his father. Is that your experience? Setback number 2, Ewo Joseph Abrabum. Joseph was tossed into the pit of rejection. Yeah. I mean, His relationship with his brothers, it went from bad to worse. In fact, it became homicidal. They planned to kill him. Wow. They just can't stand you. You see, in life, the experience of being rejected is the most bitter experience. Yeah. We faced rejection in one way or the other. They left him to die slowly. And you see, rejection, when somebody who is supposed to love you tosses you aside, that is the pit of rejection. Especially without any resources and you have nothing to fend for yourself. And this kind of setback is very painful. And it happened to Joseph when he was just 17 years. Anybody who is facing this form of setback, rejection, nipa ne deɛ sɛ ɔtan okura na reject was, but ebia will be kura ka wodono. Obia when na hyehyɛ aware na obia ka wonim sɛ waware no. When that kind of people that instead of them loving you, they reject you. It's a setback. But like I said, every setback, if you rely on God, becomes a stepping stone. Setback number 3, Edema Joseph, being sold for money. Na adia ne se kaneno nanka ye ton akoa ye ton no 30 shekels. Sa time na inflation ni ho dollar to CD ni ho until ye ton akoa bia ye ton no 30 shekels. But what kind Genesis 37:26 ah ni nuanom no omo ton no tufu abo omo de na G 20 shekels. So when it will be adwuma. Today in the business world, people are selling out many for money. Partners sell out partners. Even some people walk out of marriage in order to make more money. Note, the motive was wrong that they sold Joseph for 20 shekels. The motive was wrong, but God fitted it into the plan for good. And this setback, being sold out of money, is going to be a stepping stone for Joseph. Obi akanhwasem eyiwama because of sikebia yedebema nintia now. That is setback number 3. Let's run quickly or faster. Setback number 4, losing your identity. Setback number 4. I don't know if so far you've identified with this one, any of the 3. But the 4th setback that happened to Joseph growing up was that Joseph at the point lost his identity. What do I mean? Yabo outo anamo kan say den. What ya se wunwuye. Ni nuanom no e de natade ne kwakere ne papa se wewu. Na obi a wewu de woyi no efri wadwene mu. Joseph, to all the people that knew him, was gone. His identity was erased. Maybe you have this setback. Should I try to bring it to your doorstep? You can lose your identity through divorce. Yes, because, in our system, if you are, I don't want to use any surname, but sometimes when you divorce, you are no longer a Mrs. So if people have known you for over some years as you are Mrs. So and so, don't you know that through divorce, you could lose that identity? You can lose your identity as a husband. People know you. Oh, the husband of Osimesi. If that woman walks away, you've lost your identity as a husband. You can lose your identity as a wife. In some painful cases, you can lose your identity as a father. When you don't let me go there. Sometimes you can lose your identity as a shop owner. Don't you know if you run even a pub, can I a friend a drinking bar? If you run a drinking bar, they call you barman. But when that business collapses, you've lost your identity. They can't call you a barman again. You see, something that you find your identity in, when it is taken away from you, you've lost your identity. There is only one police service in Ghana. So if they sack you from the police service, nobody can call you policeman. You have lost that identity. It's a big setback. I'm sure somebody listening to me has in one way or the other lost his identity. But guess what? I said with God, every setback is a stepping stone. Joseph lost his identity, but guess what? Pharaoh gave him a better identity. Remember that name? Safnak Paneah. Joseph lost his identity, but rather gained even a more prominent identity, Safnak Paneah. The fifth setback that Joseph encountered was being forced to take a job that he didn't want. And I'm sure if so far you have not identified with any of the first four, maybe this is your turn. One setback, the fifth one, was that Joseph, now I'm talking to someone this morning. Maybe you could not find the job that you wanted, so you have to take any job just to put body and spirit together. In a matter of days, don't should kakrantemu. Ne Joseph a free being a pampered son in his own father's house to becoming a slave in another place. Now, he didn't really like to do the work of a slave. My father's favorite son, within 48 hours, mobbing, doing the job of a slave. And when a 2 hour be sound who say, Inti me pa minie. Ejume bi wo ho sa bade sa say so ya. Ubisa who say, Inti me pa minie. That was the fifth setback. But one thing say, with this fifth setback, Joseph, wherever he found himself, served wholeheartedly. Joseph when soon yam say, Ena baby ami free no nka me yame papa ba menya akwa. Joseph ohunu ne boss to say Nyankopon. He saw God as his boss, not a human being, and because of that he started gaining promotion. Unfortunately, his madam had other ideas, and that brought back setback number 6. Setback number 6 is being punished for doing the right thing. Yeah, we live in a society globally, in our homes, in our friendships, in our place of work. Have you suffered that thing? You work in a place, people are doing things that are not normal. You try to do the right thing, and then you mum. Oh yes. Sometimes, command information, I know why you careful kakra. Command information. Neko day they say we nebe chukuye. Hey, ujafu. Even kurapuno. Nkrofa warisem. Who say be man ye bibi a wo mom nka wo koka na bia ya twe na dwene. What did Joseph do? Have you ever had this happen to you? Sometimes. Yankasa ne kofa or how no edebetu yeso. But ebi wo ho a na wo ye ade a eye. Wo me master Potiphar. Wo yere se menye se adwuma wei. Ne manye mumu a wo dia so twe. He was falsely accused of rape. He's done nothing wrong. If you're listening to me this morning, being falsely accused, being punished for doing the right thing is very painful. It's a setback. But like I said, with God, every setback, he turns it into a stepping stone. The seventh and final setback, then I'll begin to wrap up for this morning. Joseph, the seventh setup, if you have not identified with the first 6, maybe this is your turn. Being forgotten by people that you've helped. And at this point, I'll say, if only you are old enough, and if only you are kind enough, say, when you fi, now you be away adoya, way ye do. Ye no mamienu, ebi ane when you fi and tife na obedro. But say when you fi, now you be a what I adoye pa. Nipe bi wo a wo boa wo mo a wo mu wie free. Oh yes. What kind Genesis 40:14? Joseph said to the king's wine steward, if you are freed from prison and restored to your position with Pharaoh, please show me kindness and remember. And remember me so that the king will get me out of this place. But he forgot all about him. Now, I want to know, do you identify with this? What on which up a DB, Abu Obi Manekwa Abruchi, Amani Pakrono won Kyle. Obi, ya man yourself, a Kojina platform so, woo mumu where you will need, I campaign amanoa okoduru ho a ne na manokra wo fra switch off. Utumi hwe obi ko school. Just say M1 de bebre. This is setback. Well, ye boa obi, just say bia, but that cha 17 ye jabore. Ya na eya. Bobi akwentu mu. Bobi school mu. Obi ye bibi obeboa no. Obi a hye na dwuma se waboa no koduru baby a wo se nya we kra ne ma menye ska. You see, most of these things, if any of them has happened to you, mama 7 setbacks. Ebi wo hwa emu ba ko na ato so far. Obi wo hwa emu mienu. Me ameka say de emu miensa but me ntumi nkyerɛ wo. Emu ba ko anani nyina ebetumi ama wabamu abu. Joseph enson we nyina back to back to Joseph. But what made Joseph so resilient and what kept him going? If any of these setbacks have happened to you, there are 3 things that Joseph did that kept him going until the promise of God was fulfilled. So what are these 3 secrets? My time is up. Tomorrow, I'll bring you these 3 secrets about how Joseph, in spite of all these 7 setbacks, he was able to make it to the throne. You will also make it to the throne in Jesus' name. Yet, you would need to know and identify with the 3 things that kept Joseph going. Make a date tomorrow morning. Thank you for listening to my message this morning. It was brought to you courtesy the electronic brand Hisense, as well as the electronic product of the year, Hisense. Mekai will say, Hisense, ye be new ultra-modern branch. Ewa Dansuman Sahara, yani Emmanuel Presby, and a Dean Shenim. Hisense, ye be a new branch. Allah, and Ramidi Medical Share, ye no busy. No busy. Ola ba wo nke mini ola ba wo Hisense if we be a showroom bi wadansuma wo Sahara eye opposite Emmanuel Presby penny behwe edmeko mienu amaka ye ho eye Best Point Savings and Loans and afi Best Assurance. We say your protection is always assured.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knobs.
Peace 104.3 FM. Ebusuya ebeda sibium say yehu donti we fidie no da so da Peace 104.3 FM. Adeachi aka sema enson na ye de premto breka sebone bra wadaroma. Me commercials kakra bi me fan tu enim na afe ye mfa premto breka sebono embesomo. Se me sha se a me de wo call Reverend John Tay Memorial Institute. Say ye kan school sa ache Ghana memu ha Omotete papa mo ne ye maame mu bebrea ne wo mo wode bia kese pa edin no ne ye bono Reverend John Tay Memorial Institute. Na sisia no akwanya bia ba beda ho a ye gi afofurofo na ya ma wo mo entity ye enkankan SHS 1 admission is ongoing. Na SHS programs are ye running ye pese wode wo ba eba me yetete no general science, general arts, visual arts, business, home economics. But in general, no mamenka say admission is still opened for the 2022 academic year in all other departments because school no preschool, primary, GHS, NFA, SHS. See, I can Reverend John Tay Memorial Institute there. Jai on Christ, the solid rock we stand. Me pacho. Ye bibia ye won nye yera kwan kura. Eye ofanko barrier. Enkran sa won kwan so no e kwan ho a wuduru a utumi si. Ana opese wudi nkan fran ya. Wobetumi afre Reverend John Tay Memorial Institute ewo 055 780 4701 055-780-4701. Say opese bia oye enquiries bia email enquiries at johntay.edu.gh. Ebusuya ene went to me and kokrum say we send this kadema obi. But what kai see a better wa na afi wadwena ye mienu ka ofa try a better o send ye better tinia na obeye ene bra Vodafone cash ya na wanwan sisi e de se Ghana ni bia obeka busua kese no ho me kire Vodafone cash because Vodafone cash free ani Vodafone cash free nia obetua pe e-levy eno no de aban na de buy na Vodafone cash ankasa de free. Send money without extra charges. All you need to do is just dial *110#. Send money without extra charges. Vodafone, going further together. Ewe mushanya ewe wiase sisi ya make say dear medie Emirates what demo as ye do call heaven. Chariots of fire never fire Elijah call me name say name more de but just say Emirates dear what demo as I will call heaven. Aya ye be send the way be see from so betu kwan a ya fa Emirates fa tu kwan wate na say what the Emirates betu kwan so a ya ye won hihye wo sika sembring na fa Ecobank obenya chede kese ana pay ye were good news be ewie mo shan Emirates ene sika krabia Ecobank si kan chro say abre bia obefro Emirates no akwanya bi wo ho a ye betumi wo sika no ochemu ohamu enchemu dumienu oha Emunchemu Dumiunu, Ecobank account holders can enjoy up to 12% off all Emirates flights from Accra to destinations such as USA, Europe, Canada, United Kingdom, Cape Town, Dubai, and many more. For your special discount offer, simply book your flight at www.emirates.com/Ecobank. That is www.emirates.com/gh/Ecobank. Answer na mesore so no me pacho oba time bia o this year we the free in fear munu de kopem in fear nsian and I pay me kanfo Kel Kids toothpaste at the mouth. Kel Kids toothpaste no yayama wo this year na we the free in fear munu de kopem in fear nsian we the Kel Kids toothpaste twu ba nesia enema miensa ese no be pae fita ebe ye num kan bia na afi abose ne ho ban. Kel Kids toothpaste with the treat akwala nesia ebe man a happy smile. Nya me dey sorry so yen kaibo free Joy Industries. Joy Industries yene kofa bae. Joy mommy, joy daddy, no scent. Me try Joy ointment. Sisi ya ye bohu de rupa eye Vical 20. Me pacho Vical 20 no ye kan ye kire wo a obi wo ho a wo se menyare. Edro bi wo ho a wo yare ansa na wanom. Vical 20 nye dura o twen yare. Wonam we bia extra time na wode na munim opese wa pomuden no esipi esita and pay me count for Vical 20 the mouth because a immune booster. Vical 20 nye immune booster keke. The ultimate immune booster. It's answer Vical 20 no is made from 100% herbs known for boosting the immune system. to fight diseases and infections. So there you are. Vital 20 is your ultimate immune system support for general well-being. Nemo ya kana sa ne akyerɛkyerɛ mu. Nyo bia ne tumenum. Oba wafa yefunu. Oba wo ma kwada nofo. Ne akwada wondi mbrumfie drumienu. Ne pekuo miensen mo nka ho. Okɔ drugstore bia obenye bi. Vital 20 etufo betumi afrɛ 0244 585531 and 0244 876321.